After learning that my bias and BTS was V, my boyfriend asked me what I would do if hypothetically I got to meet V and he asked me out on a date. Without hesitation, I told him I would dump him on the spot and go out and marry V. Girl, you guys need to not have a boyfriend or girlfriend if you really think this, okay? I'm speaking to all of you guys. If you really think this, you don't deserve a boyfriend or girlfriend. I think it's totally fine to like an idol or have a bias while you're in a relationship. I actually think that's fine. That's totally fine. But if you're just kind of like, oh, the moment my bias confess, I'm gonna ditch, that means you're just dating a less version of a V. So in my opinion, if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, there should be irreplaceable value that your partner has that V doesn't have. Do you guys agree? Well, at the same time, I know a lot of people who would ditch their current partner for their bias. Guys, tell me really honestly, would you guys ditch your current boyfriend or girlfriend if you had one for your bias? My biases are men, so I don't really have a chance where I have to drop a girlfriend. Well, I'm single right now, but no, absolutely not. Yes. Would you date Felix? I like girls. I'm straight. Don't tell me you wouldn't leave us for Mariah Carey. What age Mariah Carey are we talking about? Wait, guys. Okay. I heard a lot of people talking about this. Is it cheating to stan a certain idol group while you're in a relationship? I heard a lot of people talking about this. Is that cheating? Some people say this is mentally cheating. No. Why would it be cheating? Because you're emotionally loving someone else. No? I think you're obsessed then maybe. Because here's the thing. I heard a lot of people saying guys who can't accept girls' idol bias are just insecure. But at the same time, I feel like it might not be a manner for you to push your bias in front of your boyfriend's face. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Who wouldn't get jealous? Who wouldn't get jealous if you fan over another man or another woman when you're their partner? And here's the thing. I think it's totally understandable. Let's say you have a boyfriend and your boyfriend has a K-pop bias and you have a K-pop bias, then mutually, you know how K-pop idol scene and you know what this culture is, so you'd be fine. But what if your boyfriend is not familiar with K-pop concept? Then they might just think, oh, so you love them more than me, you know? I personally think the love you give to idols is a little bit different than the love you give toward your wife or husband. Do you guys agree? It's kind of a different kind of love. Just like how the love that you give to your parents is different form of love than the love that you give to your Jesus or to your friends. It's all different forms of love. I think there's a term, you know, platonic, eros. There's different terms. I forgot what the terms were. But okay, then how would you guys feel like in a reverse situation if you had a boyfriend and your boyfriend said, I would ditch you if Karina ever said she would go out with me? How would you guys feel like? I say go ahead. It's never happening? Oh, kind of like, oh yeah, if you could, then go ahead. I'd understand. I'd laugh. Now that I think about it, you know, actually, that makes sense to a certain point. It's like, even if it's your boyfriend, yeah, like, if you could get Karina, like, go ahead. You know, I won't even be mad. I'd be upset, to be honest. Yeah, sarcastically. I say you're getting catfished. You know, here's the thing. You know what's so shocking, though? I don't know if this is related, but men cheat on their girlfriend with someone who is less attractive than their girlfriend. So I'm not trying to speak bad about men or speak bad about women, but something interesting is apparently women generally cheat with someone who's more attractive than their partner, but men tend to cheat with someone who's less attractive than their partner. Have you guys heard about this? I don't know if this is an instinctive or scientific or whatever the behind reason is. Stop talking bad about my gender. I'm a dude too, but I just don't know why this is true. Would I cheat? I don't know why you have to risk cheating. Can't you just end the current relationship if you're not satisfied with it? Wait, yo is a dude? Get out of here. See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, then here's a different question. Do you guys feel betrayed when your idol bias says, I'm currently dating? Oh, now this is really parasocial. If your idol bias, let's say you like Felix, and Felix says, I'm actually dating Winter from aespa. Actually, no, Winter's dating. Let me stop talking. I'm so sorry, I made a mistake. No, anyway. I wish them all the best. No, because they're pushing 30. I'd be happy for him. Wouldn't you feel betrayed? Okay, here's the thing. I know in the Western K-pop culture, a lot of people generally support idols. Can I be honest? Maybe I'm a loser, but I feel like it's totally understandable if your bias dates someone and you feel betrayed. I actually think, maybe because I'm Korean, but I think that's understandable. Do you know why? Because I think there's a difference between a singer and an idol. If an actor, if your favorite actor, favorite actress versus your favorite singer, if they date or marry, I don't think that matters. But here's the reason. It's because idols sing and they have concept around fans. I don't know if you guys agree. Not all idol songs are like that, but a lot of the idol songs are built to be parasocial. So I feel like in some way, don't they have some responsibility to hide the fact that they're dating? Do you guys not agree with this? Loser behavior detected? Do you guys not agree? So hear me out. This is my logic. You don't have to agree with this. If idols date, I think it's their job to hide that. They should hide it. If they get exposed, then that's bad, but they should actively make the effort to hide it. Why? Because their job is to sell the dreams. No? You guys don't think that? Okay, bye. That's something the companies push. Okay, you know, I don't know if you guys ever seen this interview. Jin from BTS said he should never date because that's breaking promise with the armies. And okay, I know this is kind of controversial, but I kind of agreed with Jin on certain point because it's like if you publicly announce that you have a girlfriend, it's kind of telling your fans that I have someone before fans that I care about. So in another sense, okay. I don't know if this is, you guys don't have to agree, but you know how earlier we talked about how even if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, showing your idol bias in their face is rude? I personally feel the same way, where if your job is idol, you could have a girlfriend, boyfriend, but showing them to the fans is rude, in my opinion. I don't know, you guys don't have to agree with me. That's gross. It's true because companies deliberately sell dating fantasy. How dare you love your mother more than your fans? Oh, mother's different. They should be allowed to date. Okay. I think it's also a matter of a year. What I mean by that is, I personally think after a certain age, then I think it's kind of like you should date. Okay, wait, I just realized. Am I behaving like an Asian parent? By the way, my parents are never like this, but maybe I'm like this. I just realized I'm behaving the Asian parent thing. Oh my god, I'm behaving like an Asian parent who tell their daughters they should never get a boyfriend, you know, and reject every single boyfriend that the daughter brings home. And then when they turn 30, start pressing on them saying like, why aren't you married? I just realized, am I doing the same behavior? It's like, why are you single? Why are you single? When are you gonna bring me the grandchild? No, okay, you guys could totally disagree with me. If you decided to choose a job as an idol, you should die with your fans. You should bury your bones and then, you know, no? They already gave you the love. You don't even want homies to date? Cause I get jealous. Cause think about it, guys. I get jealous when homies date. Like when you guys get a boyfriend, you leave stream and you don't come back and you don't, you know, participate anymore. So I don't want you guys to date. You know, yeah. This is very toxic. I'm a toxic man. Go ahead. Am I wrong for this? Why should I wish you to get a boyfriend? Why? When I know that that's gonna end up getting me less. Okay, thank you, Anna. Thank you. Just saying. Do I need to touch grass? Do I need to? Even if I got into a relationship, I would watch streams. That's a lie. The only people who watch stream after getting into relationships are the married women in my stream. The youngsters who date, no. It's a lie. They don't come back to stream. Yes. That's why I only false. Okay, then how many of you guys are currently in a relationship? Okay, now I sound like more creepy and toxic. How many of you guys are in a relationship? Are you single or not? You're dating? Now all of a sudden you guys are in a relationship. I'm plotting? I wish. You're in a single hell. Married is fine. I think married is totally fine. They should be allowed to date after giving up half of their life to debut for their fans. Actually no, that's a valid statement. So wait, so you guys think idols should be allowed to date? By the way, my stance is I think they should date, but they should keep it a secret until they die. That's that's just my personal opinion. Okay, no, I think they should keep it a secret unless they're gonna get married. Do you guys agree? They should only start to bring it up if they're gonna really marry that woman. That's so toxic. Am I toxic? I think I'm toxic. I think I'm very toxic. But I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who has a same loser mentality as I do. Because, or else, when these BTS get accused with dating scandal, people won't be spam. Like, you know how there's always people who spam the throw up emoji and snake emoji? Do you know what I'm talking about? The throw up emoji, the rag emoji. Here's the thing. Okay. I think it's wrong for you to spam those emojis. I think that's wrong. But you could feel bitter about it. So I'm not saying, you need to be sasaeng, but you could totally feel bitter, Can someone kick him out? Alright. I think your mindset is wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I'm a little bit toxic. But I still think you guys should be single. Like if I'm single and I'm streaming, you should also be single. Call you Uber? Alright. I'll stop here. I might be a little bit toxic. Anyway, alright.